Welcome back to Elevation Perspective. My name is Mark, and today we are finishing our positional rankings heading into 2026 with the relief pitcher position. Getting our list started at number 10, Adrian Morejon of the San Diego Padres. Morejon put together an awesome season in 2025, putting up an ERA of 2.08 with a 0.90 whip and striking out 70 batters in 73 innings. He also somehow won 13 games out of the bullpen, so that's one of those weird, fun, crazy stats. Morejon is a lefty ground ball specialist, averaging 98 miles per hour with the fastball, elite average exit velocity, and barrel rates allowed as well. Morejon also has awesome splits. He does dominate lefties, as you would guess, with a 148 batting average against, but he also more than holds his own versus righties with a 216 batting average against. Morejon could be looking at a huge payday and a possible closer role once he enters free agency next year. Number 9, David Bednar of the New York Yankees. Bednar had been a very reliable reliever for multiple years for the Pirates. He did hit a roadblock though in 2024, posting a 5.77 ERA, and Bednar continued to struggle in the early parts of 2025 when the Pirates optioned him down in AAA. But once he came back up from that brief minor league stint, he was back to normal David Bednar. In 64 games, Bednar had a 2.30 ERA and a 1.04 whip, while striking out 86 batters in 62 innings. Bednar has elite strikeout rates with a really high swing and miss ability. Bednar was traded over to the Yankees at the trade deadline and performed really well, posting a 2.19 ERA in 24 innings with the new team. I think Bednar is going to have a really nice season in his first full year as a Yankees closer. Number 8, Devin Williams of the New York Mets. 1 year ago at this time, Williams had a very strong case for the number 1 spot on this list. And I'm not ready to knock him off this list after one bad season. In 2025 with the Yankees, Williams had a 4.79 ERA, a 1.13 whip, and struck out 90 batters in 62 innings. It was without question the worst year of Williams' career, but looking under the hood, a lot of the peripheral still looked really strong. Elite strikeouts, elite swing and miss, good ground ball rate, and still a strong ability to limit hard contact. I think just everything went wrong that could have went wrong for Williams in 2025. And in that worst case scenario, he still struck out 90 batters in 62 innings with a 1.13 whip. I expect Williams to bounce back to being one of the top closers in baseball in 2026. Number 7, Abner Uribe of the Milwaukee Brewers. Uribe looked unhittable in 2025, posting a 1.67 ERA, a 1.04 whip, and striking out 90 batters in 75 innings. The fastball sits 99 miles per hour. He has a 3% barrel rate against, which means he's basically impossible to square up, and he's got a 54% ground ball rate. Uribe is basically the ideal high-leverage reliever in the back of games. He may not be the closer just yet, as the Brewers do have a solid ninth-inning option in Trevor McGill, and will likely want to keep his saves total down to limit the amount of money he can make in arbitration. But I think Uribe is a stud, and it's just a matter of time until he becomes the closer for the Brewers. Number 6, Aroldis Chapman of the Boston Red Sox. Chapman had quite the career revival in 2025 with Boston, posting a 1.17 ERA with an absurd 0.70 whip, while striking out 85 batters in 61 innings. We have watched Aroldis Chapman for almost 2 decades now, but we never saw him have this kind of control. He was basically unhittable while walking only 7% of the batters he faced. I'm not sure how sustainable Chapman's 2025 was. He is 38 years old now after all. But Chapman is still throwing triple digits consistently, and I don't really want to bet against him at this point. I'm going to cautiously say that Chapman will still be elite in 2026, coming off these great strides he made. Number 5, Jhoan Duran of the Philadelphia Phillies. Duran had an outstanding 2025 season split between the Twins and Phillies. He had a 2.06 ERA, a 1.10 whip, and he struck out 80 batters in 70 innings. Duran doesn't have the crazy strikeout stuff that some of these top arms have on this list, but he basically does not allow you to hit the ball off the ground. Duran has the best ground ball percentage amongst relievers at 65%. He just throws 101 mile per hour sinkers with crazy movement, not allowing batters to square up basically anything. Duran didn't skip a beat after he was traded to Philly, posting a 2.18 ERA. I fully expect him to have a monster season in his first full year in Philadelphia in 2026. Number 4, Cade Smith of the Cleveland Guardians. Smith was thrust into the Guardians' closer role after the Emmanuel Clase controversy, and he absolutely dominated in the role. In 2025, Smith had a 2.93 ERA with a 1.00 whip, and he struck out 104 batters in 73 innings. Smith doesn't walk batters and gets a lot of strikeouts, 2 of the most important qualities for a closing pitcher. Smith at 6'5" gets elite extension on his delivery, which makes that 96 mile per hour fastball appear much faster. Cade Smith is just an absolute stud, just 26 years old. I think he's going to get better and better. He's already one of the best strikeout relievers in the game. He's a top closer in the sport to me. Number 3, Andres Munoz of the Seattle Mariners. Munoz has been great for multiple years now, but 2025 was the best yet. He had a 1.73 ERA with a 1.03 whip while striking out 83 batters in 62 innings. Munoz does everything incredibly well, with the lone exception being the 11% walk rate. But when nobody can hit you and you're striking out guys at a 33% clip with a 51% ground ball rate, you can get away with some walks. Munoz throws his 86-mile-per-hour slider 50% of the time while mixing in his 98-mile-per-hour sinker and 98-mile-per-hour four-seam as well. With a full year as an established closer now under his belt, all Munoz really has to do is limit the walks to climb up even higher on this list. Number 2, Edwin Diaz of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Diaz was outstanding in his contract year with the Mets in 2025, posting a 1.63 ERA, a 0.87 whip, and striking out 98 batters in 66 innings. Diaz's ERA has fluctuated over the years, and he has seen his fastball velocity slightly drop off year to year, but he's always had his elite strikeout stuff, even when he's had hard times. In 2025, Diaz had a 38% strikeout rate and a 42% whip percentage, both just absurd numbers. Diaz is a two-pitch pitcher, basically throwing his fastball and slider 50% each. The Dodgers were looking for a closer to finish off their third straight World Series run, and they got one of the best in baseball in Edwin Diaz. And at number 1, the best relief pitcher in baseball belongs to Mason Miller of the San Diego Padres. Mason Miller is the one arm in baseball that when I see him coming in from the bullpen, I think to myself, this game is over. In 2025, Miller had a 2.63 ERA with a 0.91 whip, and he struck out 104 batters in 61 innings. His skills are just so absurdly elite. The fastball averages 101 miles per hour, and we've seen him get up to 104 before. He pairs that fastball with an 88 mile per hour slider. The batter just has to basically go up there and guess which pitch is coming, and they're only going to hit it if they guess right. Miller's only real fault is his 12% walk rate. But just the fact that he has a walk rate that high and still has a 0.91 whip says everything you need to know. I think Miller found a home and got really comfortable when he was traded over to San Diego, posting a 0.77 ERA while striking out 45 batters in 23 innings with the Padres. Miller is an absolute stud and to me the best relief pitcher in baseball heading into 2026. And that's the video. Opening day is just about 2 weeks away and I cannot wait. If you like this video, please hit subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.